Welcome to the Picture Scripture Memory System. In this video, we'll be focusing on learning Matthew chapters 11 through 16. It assumes that you've already done 1 through 5 and 6 through 10. So let's begin. The number system for Matthew chapter 11 through 15 is chapter 11 are the pole vault uprights. They look like two ones. The pole vault uprights for chapter 11. Chapter 12 is 12 o'clock, so there'll be a clock in the picture. Chapter 13 is an unlucky number, kind of like walking under a ladder, so a ladder will trigger number 13. Chapter 14 is 10-4, CB Trucker Talk, and so it'll have a truck in it for 10-4 or 14. 15 is lifting, and so they rhyme. 15 is lifting, and so it'll have a picture with somebody lifting something. Okay, that's it. 11 through 15. Let's get into this.
Matthew chapter 11. Chapter 11 is the 11 made by the two poles of the pole vault. John the Baptist questions Jesus, is John the pelican, asking why he must carry Jesus the lamb. The horse is crazy, so it is woe to Chorazin. The bed is rest. Matthew chapter 12. 12 is the clock at 12 o'clock. Lord of the Sabbath is the minister, Humpty, opening the church doors. Beelzebub is a demon-like character ringing the bells on top of the church. Jonah is the whale. My mother and brothers is the woman and children coming out of the whale's mouth. Matthew chapter 13. The number 13 is unlucky, like walking under a ladder. The ladder represents 13. Humpty has a pair of bowls for parables of the kingdom. One bowl has seeds in it, the other has weeds growing. So it's seeds and weeds. Matthew chapter 14. 10-4 Trucker CB Talk is the 14. The truck stands for 14. John beheaded is the beheading of the pelican. 5,000 is the number of the fish written on the side of the truck. Walks on water is Humpty ice fishing while walking on top of the water. Matthew chapter 15. Lifting rhymes with 15. Washings is Humpty pouring the water down on the woman, trying to wash her off.
Canaanite woman is the woman with the two canes holding up the 4,000-pound table.
4,000 is the weight of the table.
Congratulations! You just mastered chapters 11 through 15 of the book of Matthew. Now the challenge is, I'll show you the pictures and you tell me the title. What's chapter 11? That's right. Chapter 11 is John the Baptist, Jesus, woe to Chorazin, rest. What's in chapter 12? That's right. Chapter 12 is Lord of the Sabbath, Beelzebub Jonah, my mother and brethren. What's chapter 13? That's correct. Chapter 13 is Parables of the Kingdom, Seeds and Weeds. What's chapter 14? That's right. Chapter 14 is John beheaded, 5,000, walks on water. What's chapter 15? You got it. Chapter 15 is lifting, which is washings, Canaanite woman, and 4,000. Okay, that's great. Now you're into the mastery. I'll ask you what chapter it is. You recall the picture in your mind and then the title for each chapter. What's chapter 11? That's right. Chapter 11 is John the Baptist, Jesus, woe to Chorazin, rest. What's in chapter 12? That's right. Chapter 12 is Lord of the Sabbath, Beelzebub Jonah, my mother and brethren. What's chapter 13? That's correct. Chapter 13 is Parables of the Kingdom, Seeds and Weeds. What's chapter 14? That's right. Chapter 14 is John beheaded, 5,000, walks on water. What's chapter 15? You got it. Chapter 15 is lifting, which is washings, Canaanite woman, and 4,000. Great. You've learned chapters 11 through 15. Now let's go back and review chapters 1 through 10. What's Matthew chapter 1? That's right. Matthew chapter 1 is genealogy, birth. What's Matthew chapter 2? That's right. Matthew chapter 2 is wise men, infants, Egypt to Nazareth. What's Matthew chapter 3? That's right. Chapter 3 is John the Baptist, baptism. What's Matthew chapter 4? That's right. Chapter 4 is temptation, calls disciples. What's Matthew chapter 5? That's right. Chapter 5 is Beatitudes, on murder, law, divorce. What's chapter 6? That's right. Matthew chapter 6 is Jesus on giving, praying, fasting, and riches. What's chapter 7? That's right. Matthew chapter 7 is judging, asking, fruit checking, wise and foolish man, golden rule. What is chapter 8? That's right. Chapter 8 is centurion's servant, Peter's mother-in-law, calm sea, demoniacs. What's chapter 9? Chapter 9 is forgive sins, fastless disciples, woman with an issue, and Jairus' daughter. What's chapter 10? That's correct. Chapter 10 is Sends the 12. Congratulations! You've just got Matthew chapters 1 through 15 down in your mind. Now, when you're driving your car or walking across campus, you can just think chapter by chapter, remembering the picture, and then remembering what's in each chapter.